Hey, Shalom, double honors to the apostles of GMS. Honestly, brothers will be pushing this truth pushing this truth in sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth, man. It's gonna be a real quick video, man. All right, this is Air France workers ripped shirts from top managers in job protests, and what's pretty much it looks like it was happening. I'll read this. It says Air France executives were forced to flee with their clothes in tatters after workers stormed a meeting at Charles de Gaulle Airport in protest at 2,900 planned job cuts, man. You take a look at these Edomites right here, man. Namely, the so-called executive over here, man. Doesn't that remind you of anyone that you work for already, man? All right. And that's what's going to be happening out here, man. See, what's happening is this economy is beginning to fail, and extreme measures is going to be put in place um to where you're gonna have to have jobs being cut, like 3,000 jobs, man. 3,000 jobs is gonna be just eliminated, man. So people ain't gonna be able to pay their so-called mortgage and car finance and all that, man. Let alone getting any food. So what did they do? These people protesters, and jumped on them. Well, it looks like they jumped on these executives, man. And that's coming to you, proud Edomites out here, man. That's coming to you, a lot of you proud Edomites out here that walk high and you look down on Jake and you make us work all kind of ridiculous hours. All right, for every brother's different, but see, when you really get into certain echelons, hey, you make a certain amount of money, you really have to work like a slave in this society, man. Regardless of what status you are, the only free people that you got out here, so-called elite banking families, man. All right, which they don't, they hold a meeting there, but they have 500 trillion at their disposal, right? To give you a insight to how much money that is. The US is in 18 to 19 trillion dollars worth of debt. So if they own 500 trillion, they can bail out the US, and the US is supposed to be like one of the biggest economy out there, man. Right, so that's how rich the elites are, man. So you ain't a Rothschild or one of them kind of families there. You're a slave, man. All right, you're a peon, man, and they will let certain things like this happen to you, man. All right, see, if you're one of them lower ranking Edomites, and you happen to be given a small piece of the pie by them elite bankers, and they gave you this piece, all right, your people will rise up against you in a time of protest, man. All right, they will rise up against you, and I mean your people, as in the people that work for you, man. They will jump on you, man, because the scriptures talks about that in this book of 2 Ezra, the 15th chapter. All right, they shall not regard their princes nor kings. They gonna be people gonna be invading one another, man. They gonna be jumping. It's gonna be hella hell out here, man. All right, but I saw this article. I thought it was beautiful, and it was worth a look and a read and all that, man. But you can see that, man. Beautiful things is coming to the earth, and this is an airline service. This ain't like McDonald's or some crazy shit. This is a service that's being provided, and it's continue. The need for it hasn't depleted, but really the need for it has depleted by the looks of it, man. All right, so hey, I thought why was shy for that, man. All right, so with that, I'm gonna say double honors to the apostles of GMS, honest brothers that be pushing this truth and sincerity. Shalom.